So for this video, I'm going to talk about some blood-sucking parasites on pit vipers. We've been to this site numerous times, but we had gone there with another herper named Laz to look for pit vipers, obviously. It's a site in central Pennsylvania, and what we found was really unique and interesting. We found sandflies feeding on copperheads and timber rattlesnakes. So you can actually see on this copperhead some of the sandflies that we found. Actually, I had discovered these flies 3 years ago after reviewing pictures I took. I didn't realize at the time they had flies, but when I went back home and reviewed some photos, I was able to see that they had some type of parasites on them. I wasn't sure what they were. I shared the picture on Facebook and got some responses that people thought they were phlebotomine sandflies. So what are phlebotomine sandflies? Phlebotomine sandflies are sandflies that feed on the blood of mammals, reptiles, and birds. Only the females will feed on the blood. Some species, the females need that blood meal before they can produce eggs. They're very small flies. Sometimes the bites are not felt. These guys were extremely small, smaller than a tick. So it was kind of hard to actually see them on the snake as we took pictures. But if you go back and review the pictures, obviously you can enlarge it and see that something was on them, and that's how we discovered them. So these particular sandflies, the scientific name is Lutzomyia vexator. The Lutzomyia genus has about 400 species of sandflies. Some are vectors for human diseases. Only species that feed on snakes in the central Pennsylvania area is the species Lutzomyia vexator. So I work in a lab with an entomologist, and obviously she didn't have the sample, but I showed her the pictures. So the entomologist at my office was certain these are the vexator species. As I mentioned, she didn't have the actual specimen, but she was able to use my photos. This species is named, or this genus is named after Adolfo Lutz, and although my last name is Lutz, I'm not related to him, but that would be cool if we were. Most of these sandflies are found in the southern Nearctic areas or neotropical areas, and this is actually the only species that's found in the northeast of the United States. So the next question is are these parasites or sandflies harmful to snakes? I only saw these parasites on snakes that looked healthy, so this actually might be a case where the flies are actually feeding on bloody or scarred areas after the snakes has shed. So I don't necessarily think that they're harmful to the snakes. It's kind of like an oxpecker maybe feeding on buffalo. They're probably both getting a benefit out of this. Sort of a symbiotic relationship. I'm not 100% certain on that, but that's what I'm going to assume. But they are capable of transmitting bloodborne pathogens to obviously other animals, including humans. So they do have the potential for some harm. So these sandflies can cause leishmaniasis. I got this picture from Wikipedia. Leishmaniasis can be spread by the sandflies. Infected female sandflies will carry it. It can cause ulcers, fevers, and affect the spleen and liver. It can be prevented, though, if you use insecticides. And this affects between 4 to 12 million people in 98 countries. So it's a worldwide problem. Also can occur in rodents and dogs. It can be treated, but the medicine can cause significant side effects. You can just see the nasty lesions this disease causes. I wasn't aware of this when we found the sandflies. So this is just some videos of the actual snake that we discovered that had the sandflies on it. We weren't necessarily afraid of the sandflies. I don't know if they can even jump to us. I mean, they're venomous snakes, so we were far away anyway. But there's a copperhead there, and then in that crevice above it is another timber rattlesnake, and they both had the sandflies on them. This is like on the side of a cliff, really hard to get to spot. So I try to zoom in here on the snake, um, try to get a better look. You'll be able to see in some of the upcoming videos and the pictures the sandflies that are on the back. Just some really interesting and unique stuff that I don't see every day. So it was really cool that we got to observe this and document this. Now this video is probably the best video I have of the actual sandflies. You can see them fly, even crawl on the back of this copperhead. This copperhead looked healthy, so um, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Leads me to believe that the sandflies might be in a symbiotic relationship. There's that timber rattlesnake in the crevice. I couldn't see the sandflies on it then, but after we got done taking pictures, we could see it actually had sandflies on its back. I think in a previous picture, you could see them on this particular timber rattlesnake. And you can see some bugs crawling. I don't think they were the sandflies on its back. These are some pictures that my brother took. And just to show you the copperhead in the position, and there's some sandflies you can see and the nice copperhead. So that's about it for this video. I hope you learned something and enjoy what we were able to document and observe. Thanks for watching.